Good afternoon and welcome to TW White & Sons used car videos. Today we have our very special demonstrator Mazda CX60 plug-in hybrid. Now there's a few little special things about this vehicle which I will touch on very shortly, but I just wanted to stand here and just take it all in. This is a work of art, this vehicle. It is Mazda's new plug-in hybrid. It's the first of its kind. It's also the fastest Mazda have ever produced, the most powerful Mazda have ever produced, and like I say, it's a first for a lot of things, and a lot of tech which we will go through very shortly. This is the CX60 in Rhodium White, so it is the metallic white that you can purchase. It's the new colour for this vehicle. You can now get this in the CX5 as well, but this is the first car that came out on. It's got a 2.5 litre petrol engine and a battery pack as well, which will do 39 miles on an electric range. Combined, this has a power output of 327 brake horsepower. So with the battery and petrol motors running at the same time, this will get you to 60 in 5.8 seconds. It is phenomenal and it drives phenomenally as well. It is predominantly rear-wheel drive, which gives it an extra little zazz, especially around bends and corners, but it can be all-wheel drive, and it does swap between the two, whether it's 50-50, 60-40, 30-70, depending on what mode you have it in, but most of the time you will be in all-wheel drive. So if we just have a look around this vehicle, now this is the Takumi, so this is the all singing, all dancing, can't get any higher, with the 3 additional packs on it. So you've got the driver assistance pack, you've got the comfort pack, the convenience, sorry, not the comfort pack, that comes with it anyway, the convenience pack. Sorry, it's a very noisy Aston Martin. And you also have the panoramic roof as well. Now, as we walk around, you can see the similarities between the CX60 and the smaller CX5. The styling is very similar, but this is a brand new vehicle, top to bottom. You can't, you know, there isn't anything that's quite like this on the market, I don't think, at the moment, especially in this price range. You can get a BMW X3 with like the similar sort of price range, but that is starting at, this is the all singing and all dancing for the same price. The only thing that comes anywhere close to the electric range with this size vehicle is the Audi Q5, and I think this just comes second to that, but otherwise this is probably one of the best electric ranges plug-in hybrid that you can get. So with this one, you've got AC charging only. So on the right hand side, offside, you've got the electric point, and then on the near side or left side, you have got your petrol. So the vehicle is just running an EV mode at the moment. I've left it on because it shows all the lights and everything, which is quite nice. You have also got quite a neat feature, put your leg underneath it and the vehicle will open its boot, and while I'm on the video, it's been doing it all day, but now I'm here, it's not going to do it, is it? No, didn't think it was. Oh, I've left the key inside, that's why it's not doing it, otherwise it would have done it, I promise you. So in the back here you have got 570 litres. If you put all seats down, with the seats going fully flat, you've got just over 1700 litres, so it is a huge amount of space. You've got a 40-20-40 split on the seats, so you can just pull the middle one down if you wish, like so, and then you can have both sides with people in them, but it just gives you a little bit extra space if you've gone to IKEA or you go for a skiing weekend or something like that. Under here you've got your BOSE surround system, and then a little bit of extra storage there for your cables. The batteries, you ask, are sitting between the front and rear axle. So not only does that give you a very good weight balance, it doesn't compromise on boot space, which is what Mazda wanted, which is very good. So if we just close that there, I might just get the key just to show you that the tailgate does work, because they did very severe testing on that just to make sure it would work in every single condition. And I don't think it's ever not worked for me. So it's very annoying it didn't do it on the video. Much like the CX-5, the rear doors open at a 90 degree angle, sorry. So it's very, very easy to get children in. If you've got any elderly parents, relatives, to get in and out. It also covers the bottom door seal as well. So when you get into the vehicle, if you have to put your legs up against the rear doors, then you don't get them dirty if it's been raining or it's been muddy or whatever. In the back here, you've got the stone Nappa interior, which you can only get with the Takumi. Otherwise, it is the black leather. In the center console, you've got cup holders just in there, and then you've got two seat functions on here. So there's not an awful lot of difference, but when you're on longer trips, you can have them slightly reclined. So the one over there is reclined, the two here are in the upright position, which is probably what you would have it most of the time, but it's quite nice to have, and it does make a difference when you're on longer trips. Isofix on either side. And then what's also quite nice is the rear passengers don't get forgotten with the rear heated seat. Two USB-C chargers there, and then because this is the Takumi, you get the 3-pin plug in the back. Panoramic roof, which half of it does open, which is also quite nice, and it does let a lot of light in. So if you have a look in the front here, you've got the new design on the dashboard, which is very, very nice indeed. And it is very durable. Like we've tried to, you know, pick at it and scratch it, but it is very, very hard to do so. So it's quite durable. Huge 12-inch screen in the middle, but we'll get to that in a minute. And then both front seats have got electric seat function. One of the things I do like about this vehicle is when you've parked up and put the vehicle into park, your blind spot will last about 3 minutes after you power the vehicle down. So if you're sitting in the vehicle and you've got to get out on the roadside, if there's people walking past or if there's cyclists, then the blind spot will flash, and it will also just make a noise and alert you to say, don't open your door, there's something coming, you might hit it, which is a very nice feature to have. Full LED adaptive lights at the front, with the jet washes for the lights. Huge massive grille with the 360 degree camera. That is all of your radar systems, much like every other Mazda that we've got. And the lights do go right the way into the middle as well, so that styling is lovely. You get the diamond cut alloys with the Takumi, so you have got lovely ride, but they do look really, really good as well. They are 20 inches, and the black ones are the same size, so you can get the Homura with the black alloys, which is also quite nice. Now, coming into the driver's cockpit, just to name some of the things that it does have. Facial recognition. If you put in your height, it will adjust the steering and your driver's seat to how it thinks you should drive. Doesn't always get it right, depending on, you know, whether you're short-bodied, long-bodied, short-legged, long-legged. You might have to tweak it ever so slightly, but it does really work. It's a really good function, and when you get in the car, it will know. There's obviously 3 of us that have set up on this vehicle, because it is our demonstrator. I get in the vehicle and it knows it's me, which is quite astonishing, really. Down here you've got your memory seat function, so you can set those up as well. You've got the little button for the fuel cap on the left hand side. Oh look, there's the key. Let me just go and show you that this does work. So I've got the key in hand. There we have it. See, I wasn't going mad. And you can do it to close it as well. So it's quite handy if you've got dogs or kids. And there is a bit of a delay as well, just so it doesn't hit you on the head. And also if you're opening it, it does give you a little bit of time to get away from it as well. So let's get in the vehicle. So in this, it starts up in EV mode. There we have it. So it does, I don't know if you saw that then, but it said welcome Tyler. So I've got in the vehicle and it knows it's me, which is very, very nice. Huge 12-inch screen in the middle, huge 12-inch screen behind here. So on your My Drive, which is down here, you can adjust it. So it will start predominantly in EV mode, which you can change in the settings. You don't have to have it in that. You can also put it in normal mode, sport mode, which changes all your dials. So you actually have a rev counter. So this is when the battery is, or the electric power is there, more like a turbo and an extra engine sort of thing. It's not there to run fully on electric power. But when you're braking as well, and the regenerative braking, it will charge the batteries back up. Your miles per gallon will go down ever so slightly, but it is quite a good way of doing it. Also with this vehicle, if you're driving, say if you're leaving London and you're driving to Bristol, and then when you get into Bristol you want to drive in EV mode, you can tell the car to stop using the battery at a certain point, so you know that when you get to Bristol you're going to have a good few miles to run in Bristol. It will then charge it back up again while you're driving on the motorway, so you might even have more than what you would have had beforehand. You can also just tell it not to run on EV mode at all, or you can tell it that when it gets to like 20%, stop using the battery and then to charge it back up again using the petrol engine. It's very, very intuitive. There's loads of settings to go through, which I won't bore you with through this video. Otherwise this video would be about 30 minutes long rather than about 15-18 minutes. So nice big screen. You have also got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless as well, which is quite good. And you also have the wireless charging pad down there. Full DAB radio, BOSE surround system. Obviously it sounds fab in here when you've got music blaring. And then in the information, you've got your high voltage battery monitor, so you can see what sort of miles you've got to go. This has done a lot of motorway miles at the moment, which is probably why the range on the battery isn't as good as what it says on paper. But we have had it, so it will do about 34-35 miles on the electric range only, which is very, very good as well. It does also depend on the exterior temperature. So in here, nice big navigation system, lots of things to be able to do on there. And then in your settings, now the settings is very, very extensive. I won't go through it all with you. We would do a handover with you if you were to purchase a new one or this vehicle. We would go through the vehicle with you and go through some extra bits in there. But as you can see, it's a lovely, lovely car. You've got the interior lighting, which is a first for Mazda as well, which is very lovely in itself. You've also got heated seats, air conditioned seats there. You've got cup holders in the centre, and then just show you the quality of the cameras. So you've got the rear camera, front camera, and then also the 360 on the right hand side. Now you can change this, so it will have, it's two different modes. So I'm not a fan of this one just because I don't think I've used it as much as what other people have, but it just shows you where your front wheels are. So it'll be quite good for, you know, parking in bay parking or in your drive, or if you know, say if you park on a drive and you need to get two cars in your drive, you need to know exactly where your front wheels are going to go. It's probably quite a very good thing for that. But I do like it on this one, so I can actually see where the front bumper is. personal preference. Again, you can change it all and do that all yourself. So yeah, that's good there. You've got all your controls for your sunroof and lighting up there. Panoramic roof, or you can have it closed. It's completely up to you. So if you are interested in this vehicle and you would like to come and have a test drive of the car and to take it out and experience it for yourself, then please don't hesitate. You can give us a call at any one of our branches, Weybridge, Orpington or Bookham. We have, that's because I've got the key in the pocket, so don't worry. You can come and test drive the vehicle. We only need to see your driving licence. Test drives are unaccompanied as well at the moment, so you can go out on your own or with your partner or whoever you come with. It's completely up to you. But we will look forward to seeing you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, and many thanks. Bye bye.